Warning: the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The.Comic.Assassin. I'm a very tired comic assassin. Been up since 3 this morning. My little man's got strep throat. So yeah, little sleep deprived today. But today is Monday. Hope all y'all had a great weekend. But today is the day where I come to y'all, let you know a little bit of the comic book news that's happening, and also let you know what I'm going to be picking up this upcoming Wednesday and what you might want to be keeping an eye out for. So let's just roll right into it. First thing, Suicide Squad, the movie. A lot of the cast has been coming out as far as who's playing in it, not necessarily which characters they're playing in, but there's a lot of people missing. So it doesn't look like we're getting any Jared Leto Joker. No word if we're getting a Deadshot in there. I don't think Killer Croc's been confirmed, which I really liked Killer Croc in the first Suicide Squad movie. I think they did a good job with him. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. There are some rumors that John Cena is going to be playing the Peacemaker. So the Peacemaker, his first appearance was in Fighting 5, number 20, was it 28? Anyway, old book, back like in the early 60s, like 64 or something like that. Probably a hard book to get a hold of. Polka Dot Man. Alright, Polka Dot Man, that was in Detective Comics 300? Yeah. And then, what was it, Ratcatcher. So they think this one chick is going to play Ratcatcher. And I think that was also Detective Comics. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I know I have it. So, but yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye on those books in case these characters heat up a little bit. On with that, let's see, Moon Knight. So there's been some Moon Knight spec going on about who's going to be the baddie. I know a lot of people were thinking it might be the Black Spectre, which was appearance was in Moon Knight number 25. That book, so it's still obtainable, but the book has been going up in price for a while now. I think you can still get reasonably for 20, 25, 30 bucks. Or if you're lucky, you get it for cheap. But also, there's been some other news, and this came from TiVo at Lords in the Long Box. He was talking about some other people they were throwing out there, such as Dormammu, which would have a good tie-in between Moon Knight and Doctor Strange. And, of course, his appearance is this Strange Tales 126, his first appearance. Bushman, Moon Knight number 1. And actually, I'm excited to be talking about this because I actually just got this today. This just came to my house like 20 minutes ago. Got my Moon Knight number 1. It's actually in pretty good condition. It's got some color stuff that could probably be cleaned. Might need a light press. The inside pages are off-white. But yeah, I got this for $6.50. So I was super happy about that. And it came quick. So that seller is definitely getting a good review from me because it came with the quickness. But also Morpheus. So Morpheus is in Moon Knight number 12, I believe, volume 1. And this is a book that you can find. The copies, I think I have 2 copies. I think I got both of them from the dollar bins. So it's super easy book to get. So might want to be checking out that book if you can. For $1, you can't go wrong. Let's see, going on. There's been some more rumors about the Spidey MCU Sony thing. Apparently there's a rumored deal where Sony's putting Spider-Man back on the table along with Venom. That's all I've really heard. So I'm not really going to go into that too much. But there is some rumor that they might be in the works of a Silver Surfer movie. Now that would be pretty cool. And this also kind of ties into some other spec that I was seeing with, people talking about, Galactus coming in to the MCU. How are you going to have Galactus if you don't have Silver Surfer, in my opinion? So, just a rumor. Hopefully it happens. I'm sure it will happen eventually. Let's see. Harbinger. So Harbinger, the Valiant book. Apparently they're going to do this whole Valiant universe. They have Harbinger, X-O Man of War, Bloodshot. But apparently Harbinger has been pulled to another studio, kind of disrupting the whole possibility of a Valiant universe. So we'll be interested. I don't really read a lot of Valiant stuff, to be honest with you. Some of the newer stuff I kind of dig. X-O Man of War is pretty cool. I've read a few Bloodshot here and there, but Harbinger's actually one that I've never really got into, so I can't really say if I'm disappointed or excited about them moving. I really have no, 2 cents in that battle. The only other movie news that I have is that Kevin Smith has said that the new Batman is going to follow basically the Long Halloween story arc. Now, the Long Halloween, I think it came out back in like the mid to late 80s, 1995, 6, 7, something like that. It was a little mini-series that came out. You can get it on trade back if you want. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's been a minute since I've looked at that story arc, so I can't really tell you exactly what happens. So, yeah, but those are some books you might want to be checking out if you don't have them already. Other than that, I think a new Snyder and Soul book that hasn't even come out yet has already been optioned, and that is Undiscovered Country. It's been optioned, and yeah, you can still pre-order this book. So I'm kind of scared. I'm a little wary of books that are optioned before they even come out to the public. But then again, it gives someone like me and you an opportunity to possibly go out and pre-order a few copies. If it hits, it might hit big. If not, then hopefully you didn't spend too many, buy too many copies. Yeah, but Undiscovered Country has been optioned. On to the books. Really not a lot going on. Deathstroke, the DC run is ending at 50. So I haven't read the whole run. I was into it for a minute there, and I kind of fell out. But yeah, it's ending at 50. But probably the big comic book news that I saw is that apparently Superman is going to reveal his identity. And that's going to happen in Superman 18, which comes out in December. So, interesting to see how they're going to do it. I wonder if people are going to be surprised, like, oh, Clark Kent is Superman. I couldn't tell. I had no idea. So yeah, that's whenever you get a character doing a big reveal, it could be a cool thing. Let's see. But yeah, on to the books that I'm going to be checking out, and I think you might want to be keeping an eye out for too this upcoming Wednesday. We'll start off with the indie books. First one out from Steeple. Steeple #1 from Dark Horse Comics. Seems kind of interesting. Not sure if I'll get it, but I might flip through it first and see if I like it, see if I like the artwork and whatnot. Butcher Queen #1. This is a Red 5 Comics book. Also seems kind of cool. I don't really remember what the synopsis was about, but there you go. Show's End #2. This is from Mad Cave. I'm going to pick it up because I kind of like #1, but we'll see what happens in #2, see if I'm going to continue keeping on with that book. You Were Obsolete #1 from Aftershock. Aftershock usually comes out with some pretty good books, so this is probably one I want to try to pick up if I can. But my 3 top indie books, one is Forever Maps #1 from Scout Comics. Seems like a pretty cool premise, and yeah, Scout's been doing some pretty cool stuff, so I'm going to check out Forever Maps #1. But my 2 top books are Sister Powers #1, and this is from Keen Spot Comics. This book is already sold out online, at least at Midtown. Apparently they did a preview a while back, so people have actually seen what's going to go on in the book, and people seem to be stoked about it, enough for it to be already sold out. So that might be a hard book to get a hold of, Sister Powers. And Once in Future #2 comes out. I was surprised that it wasn't already sold out online, because #1 dropped like hellfire. I mean, golly, really, like the 5th, 6th print already on the first one, and I can't get a copy of none of them. For some reason, my LCS is like, no, I'm not playing that game. But yeah, Once in Future #2. On to DC, Teen Titans 34. I just really like that cover B, that Garner cover. I think that's a pretty sweet looking cover. Then we have Lex Luthor, the Year of the Villain #1. I'm not really into this whole Year of the Villain thing, to be honest with you. So this is one I might pass on, but it is Lex Luthor. It is Year of the Villain. This might be a book you might want to check out. Then we have Inferior 5 #1. This one kind of seemed like a cool concept. I might pick this one up. It's about a group of kids that are kind of stuck in this whole aftermath of the stuff that's going on in the DC universe. And yeah, it seems like it might be a good read. So Inferior 5 from DC. And then my two big books, Batman 79. I gotta get it. I just gotta get it. I don't necessarily want to, but I gotta get it. But the big book, my number one book, and honestly, my cover of the week goes out to Flash Forward #1, Unyuk Lee. Man, that is a sweet looking cover. Alright, like I said, I don't normally like to buy stuff just for the cover alone. That's a book I'm buying for the cover alone. Alright, let's keep on going. Marvel. We got Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda #1 coming out. That's probably one I'm going to pass on, to be honest. But if you're a Black Panther fan and you like these whole Agents of type storylines, it might be one you need to check out. Guardians of the Galaxy #9. And this is another one that, this is probably one of my least favorite of Donny Cates' series, to be honest with you. There's some stuff that I like about it. It's just the other stuff appeals to me more. But I really like this wraparound cover. I think this is a really cool one. Kind of has go from like the baby group to the adult group type thing. So if I do get it, I'm going to try to get that wraparound cover. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #12 comes out, and this whole deals with the whole Spidey's dead. Someone killed Spidey, but for some reason Spidey's investigating the murder of Spidey. I know I talked about this a few videos ago. Kind of confusing mix, but apparently we get a Spidey that's dead. Is it one from another universe? Is it someone just dressed up as Spidey? I don't know. Then we have Absolute Carnage #3 coming out. That's kind of a no-brainer for me. But yeah, my two big books for Marvel, I'm going to have to say Spider-Man #1. This whole J.J. Abrams book that he did with him and his kid comes out. It might be worth checking out. Alright, so I know that they're doing a new villain comes in. I forget what his name is. I've seen some artwork, about the villain. Cadaverous. Was it Cadaverous? I believe that was. I saw the artwork. I wasn't too very impressed, especially because they were hyping up like this is going to be the biggest, baddest, nastiest villain you've ever seen type stuff. And I saw it and I was like, yeah, I don't really see it, but it might be worth picking up. But hands down, it has to go to House of X #5. Now, this is one week I want to tell you something different, because I've been screaming at y'all nonstop, get the connecting covers when it comes to regular cover price books. I just don't dig the connecting cover this week, y'all. Who is it? Nakayama did the cover for that, and I just really wasn't impressed. And this might be one I'm just holding off on. That Bichelli Flowers cover, I think it has Magneto with the flowers. They've been doing the whole flowers thing. That's a sweet looking cover. I believe that one was the only one that was sold out on Midtown at the time when I was kind of getting my notes together. But honestly, that Pepe Larraz, cover A, sweet looking book. So I would definitely be okay with just getting cover A on House of X #5. So there you go, guys. Sorry for running through this stuff kind of fast. I had limited time. I got a sick kid downstairs and don't want to keep him down there for too long. And just want to thank all of y'all so much for taking the time to come check me out. For all those who have subscribed, all those who have left comments, liked, disliked, whatever. Just having your interaction with me on this channel has been awesome, and I very much appreciate it. So with that being said, unless something comes up throughout the middle of the week, I'll come back at you on Friday with my normal, comic book haul and review video. And with that being said, this is Drewski, Comic Assassin, and on Wednesday, I wish all y'all happy hunting.